Welcome to EduRev.
Hi all, my name is Sarika Tulsiani, and today in this video we are going to look at the basics and the concepts of ratios. Now ratios is a very important topic as far as CAT is concerned. There are many questions which are asked not only on ratios, but you require this concept in a lot of other topics as well. Also in data interpretation, ratios plays a very important part. So let's understand the basics of ratios. So, first of all, what do you mean by a ratio? A ratio is the relationship of one quantity with another quantity. ठीक है? It's the relation of one entity with respect to another entity. So, here let's say my ratio is defined as A is to B. ठीक है, my ratio is defined as A is to B. So A or the numerator is called as the antecedent and B, the denominator, is called as the consequent. ठीक है, they have no units. They have no units at all. Say for example, I tell you, I traveled, or let's say I have two people, A and B. ठीक है, A traveled a distance of 1000 meters. ठीक है, B traveled a distance of let's say 5000 meters. I ask you, what is the ratio of A is to B? So when I say ratio, we have to reduce these numbers into the lowest quantity. So if I divide 1000 by 5000, my ratio becomes 1 is to 5. ठीक है? It is the lowest reducible form of two entities. So that is 1 is to 5. Now 1 is also in meters, 5 is also in meters. So basically your meter gets cancelled. That is the reason your ratio will never have units. So that means when you take the ratio, it has to be of a similar entity. Meaning if you are taking the distance here, the other value also has to be the distance only. ठीक है, and the units of both of them has to be same. मतलब you cannot take your ratio as let's say A is taking 10 minutes and B is covering 1000 meters. ठीक है, this is meters and this is minutes. You cannot take the ratio. This is not acceptable because both these entities are different. One is time, other is distance. So you cannot take the ratio of different entities. So whenever you have to take a ratio, your entity has to be the same. अगर एक distance है तो दूसरा भी distance होगा, एक time है तो दूसरा भी time होगा, and it is your lowest reducible form. Now if I multiply, देखो 1 with 1000 and if I multiply 5 with 1000, I get my original value. ठीक है, so if I multiply 1 with 1000 and 5 with 1000, I get my original value. So this 1000 is called as the multiplying factor. It is called as the multiplying factor. So that means if I want to go back to the original value, I will multiply my respective ratio values with the multiplying factor. मतलब अगर मेरा ratio 1 is to 5 है, I will multiply both of them by 1000 to get my original values. ठीक है? Let's take one more example. Suppose if I tell you I have two people, let's say C and D. ठीक है? C earns 1 lakh rupees and D earns let's say 15 lakh rupees. ठीक है? 1 lakh and 15 lakh. Unit is the same. So if I ask you what is the ratio of C and D, the ratio will be 1 is to 15. Correct? So this is just your ratio. If I have to go back to the original value, I will multiply this 1 with 1 lakh. ठीक है, and 15 also with 1 lakh. So I will get my original value which is 1 lakh and 15 lakh. तो यहाँ पे 1 lakh becomes your multiplying factor. So that means when you eliminate your multiplying factor, the common factor, जो बचता है, that is your ratio. ठीक है, so that is what ratio means. Also there is one very important thing as far as ratios is concerned. By knowing the exact value, we can figure out the ratio. However, by knowing the ratio, we cannot determine the exact value. अभी ये दोनों examples which I have given you, you knew the exact value 1 lakh and 15 lakh. So you figured out the ratio, your ratio was 1:15. But suppose if I tell you I have two people E and F, the ratio of their salaries is 2:3. ठीक है, the ratio of their salaries is 2:3. ठीक है, what is their original salary? Now you cannot say that E is earning 2 rupees and F is earning 3 rupees. No, it's just a ratio. ठीक है, but what are their actual earnings? Their actual earnings could be anything. It could be 2,000, 3,000. It could be 20,000, 30,000. It could be 4 lakhs, 6 lakhs. It could be anything. The only point is the ratio has to be 2:3. So from the ratio, you cannot determine the original value. But from the original value, you can definitely interpret the ratio. So this is one of the most important aspects as far as ratios is concerned. Now generally students understand this, but when the sums come, they forget this thing. So make sure you don't forget this when you solve the sums. Now, let's look at the types of ratios. There are 4 different types of ratios, which is duplicate, subduplicate, triplicate, subtriplicate. They're very simple. Suppose if I tell you I have a ratio A:B. ठीक है? What is the duplicate ratio? Duplicate ratio means the squares of those numbers. So that will become A square upon B square. So if my ratio was 2:3, I ask you what is the duplicate ratio? It will be 2 square 4 upon 3 square 9. So this is called as the duplicate ratio. So if that is the duplicate ratio, what will be the subduplicate ratio? Subduplicate ratio means the square root. So if A by B is my ratio, the subduplicate ratio is root of A upon B. So for example, if my ratio is 16 upon 25, I ask you what is the subduplicate ratio? That means square root of this. So square root of 16 will be 4 and 25 will be 5. So this becomes the subduplicate ratio. ठीक है? Next is the triplicate ratio. Now triplicate ratio means the cube of those numbers. So A और B का हो जाएगा A cube upon B cube. So let's say my ratio is 2:3 again. So the triplicate ratio will be 2 cube, which is 8, and 3 cube, which is 27. So this is your triplicate ratio. Similarly, subtriplicate ratio is the cube root. So if A upon B is my ratio, the subtriplicate ratio will be cube root of A upon B. So let's say my ratio is, for example, 1331 upon, let's say, 64. I ask you what is the subtriplicate ratio? So cube root of 1331 is 11. Cube root of 64 is 4. So your answer becomes 11:4. So these are the types of ratios. Now let's move on to the next topic. Yes, this is ratios of greater inequality, ratio of lesser inequality, and ratio of equality. Now what is greater inequality? Suppose if I tell you I have a ratio A upon B. ठीक है? I have a ratio A upon B. If this value is more than 1, if the ratio is more than 1, it is said to be a ratio of greater inequality. See, what will this mean? If I take B on the other side, this will become A is greater than B. So that means your numerator is more than denominator, then it is a ratio of greater inequality. Your value will be more than 1. So for example, if I give you 5 upon 2, this value is 2.5, which is greater than 1. So it is greater inequality. Next is ratio of lesser inequality. So if my ratio is A upon B, suppose if this value is less than 1, it is said to be a ratio of lesser inequality. So again, if I take B on the other side, so that will be A is less than B, which will also mean your numerator is less than your denominator. ठीक है? So whenever numerator is less than denominator, it is a ratio of lesser inequality. So for example, if my ratio is, let's say, 2/5. 2/5 is 0.4, which is less than 1. ठीक है? So it is a ratio of lesser inequality. Finally, you have ratio of equality. What is ratio of equality? Let's say I have a ratio A upon B. Whenever this ratio is equal to 1, it is said to be a ratio of equality. So what will I do? I'll take b on the other side. So that means your a is equal to b, which means that your numerator is equal to your denominator. So when your numerator and denominator are equal, it is said to be a ratio of equality, because let's say if my ratio is 7 upon 7, my value will be 1. It is equal to 1, so it is called as a ratio of equality. Okay? Now, let's look at a few very basic questions for ratios. See, these questions are very, very basic. But still, we end up making a lot of mistakes in these kind of questions because we are not very clear with the concept of ratios. So please try to understand. Now, what is given, dekho? If x is to y is 4 is to 5, what is the value of this expression? Okay, what is the value of this expression? Generally, what do students do? They will substitute x as 4, y as 5 and get the answer. See, logically, this concept is wrong. It is not correct because the ratio of x is to y is 4 is to 5. Does not mean x का value 4 है और y का value 5 है. No, it is just a ratio. So that means if the ratio is 4 is to 5, you can take x as 4k and y as 5k. What is k here? K is nothing but your multiplying factor. It's the same thing which we had seen in the concept in the first slide. Okay, so you can take x as 4k, y as 5k and then substitute. Now see what happens. Your question is 5x plus 2y upon 3x minus y. So if I substitute, this will become 5 into 4, which is 20k, plus 2 into 5, which is 10k, upon 3 into 4, which is 12k, minus 5k. So this will become 30k upon 7k. Your kk will get cancelled, so your answer will be 30 upon 7. Now generally students say कि ultimately तो k cancel ही होने वाला है. तो why can't I substitute the value of x as 4 and y as 5? You will get the same answer. The thing is, see, you can do that here. Why you can do that here? Because your kk is going to get cancelled. Because the power of x and y is the same. ठीक है, x का power है 1, y का power है भी 1 in both the cases, in the numerator also, denominator also. The power is the same. So because of that, your k gets cancelled and you get the ratio as 30 upon 7. If you understand this and then substitute x as 4 and y as 5, it is fine. But you need to understand that because their powers were the same, your k got cancelled. Now what if the powers are not same? How does your answer change? Let's understand. Look at this question. If p is to q is 3 is to 4, what is the value of this ratio? Again, I told you p is not 3, q is not 4. We'll take p as, let's say, 3x and q as 4x. Okay? What is your question? Your question is 6a plus b upon a square minus b square. So 6a, that is 6 into 3, will become 18x plus 4x upon a square, which is 3x ka whole square. 3x ka whole square will become 9x square minus 4x ka whole square will become 16x square. So what will happen? 18 plus 4 will give you 22x upon 9 minus 16 will give you minus 7x square. Okay? What will happen? 1x will get cancelled, but 1x will still remain. The question is, do you know the value of x? We had assumed the values of p as 3x and q as 4x. We don't know the value of x. So in this case, your answer will be cannot be determined. Okay? You will not get the value of this ratio because we don't know the value of x. So now if you understand, we got stuck here when the powers were different. देखो, numerator में the power was 1, but denominator में the power was 2. So because of that, we got stuck here and one of our multiplying factors still remained. वो बच गया, वो eliminate नहीं हुआ. इसीलिए your answer became cannot be determined. But if you had directly substituted P as 3 and Q as 4, you would have got a numerical answer. And the numerical answer would have been definitely wrong because X will also remain. So in order to avoid this mistake, we always suggest the students to substitute the value as 3x and 4x rather than 3 and 4. If you want to substitute it directly, just remember the powers of all the terms should be the same. अगर powers अलग है, you will not get the answer because your multiplying factor will remain. ठीक है? So this is the difference in both the questions. Now let's look at the next part. What does it say? What is given? If A is to B is 2 is to 5, B is to C is 4 is to 9, find A is to B is to C. So basically we are supposed to combine AB and BC together. So what are we going to do? देखो, which is the common term? The common term is B. ठीक है? Here B represents 5 and here B represents 4. I'm not saying the value of B is 5 or the value of B is 4. No, it's not. But B is a number which is divisible by 5 also, 4 also. So your first step is to take the LCM of 5 and 4. The LCM of 5 and 4 is 20. So our task is to make the value of B as 20. ठीक है? So now, देखो, A is to B is 2 is to 5. I have to make this a 20. So I have to multiply this with 4. Whatever you're going to multiply this term with, 2 will get also multiplied by the same number. 2 को same number से multiply करेंगे. तो ये हो जाएगा 8. So your A is to B is 8 is to 20. Similarly, B is to C is given as 4 is to 9. Correct? It is given as 4 is to 9. Now 4 has to be made 20. So you're going to multiply it with 5. So 9 को भी 5 से multiply करना पड़ेगा. So that will become 9 into 5 which is 45. So your ratio becomes 20 is to 45. So finally we wanted A is to B is to C. So here A is represented by 8, B is represented by 20 and C is represented by 45. So your A is to B is to C becomes 8 is to 20 is to 45. ठीक है? Now let's look at the next question. A is to B is 4 is to 5, B is to C is 1 is to 2 and C is to D is 3 is to 1. We have to find out A is to B is to C is to D. So we have to combine 3 ratios together. So basically we'll have to do the same operation but 2 times. ठीक है? Because we have to combine 3 ratios. ठीक है? So how do we do it? See, first of all, A is to B is 4 is to 5 and B is to C is 1 is to 2. ठीक है? The common term is B. B represents 5 here and B represents 1 here. So LCM of 1 and 5 will be 5. ठीक है? So I have to keep this a 5 only. So this will be 4 only. So A is to B is 4 is to 5. But I have to make this a 5. If 1 means 5, 2 will become 10. ठीक है? 2 will become 10. So if I ask you what is A is to B is to C, it is 4 is to 5 is to 10. ठीक है? Now we know C is to D is 3 is to 1. Now what is the common term? The common term is C. ठीक है? Here C represents 10. Here C represents 3. So we will take the LCM of 10 and 3. The LCM of 10 and 3 is 30. ठीक है? So you have to make the C term as 30. So if this becomes 30, this will become 15. 10 3s are 30, 5 3s are 15. This will become 12. Similarly, if this becomes 30, you're multiplying it by 10. So this should also become 30. This should also get multiplied by 10. So this will become 10. So your final answer, which is A is to B is to C is to D, will be 12 is to 15 is to 30 is to 10. ठीक है? So this becomes your answer. In this video, we have seen the basics of ratios, a lot of concepts and also solved a few basic questions on the same. After this video, I would request you to try some of the questions on ratios which are designed by our expert EduRev educators, so that once you practice those, you'll be really confident whether you're really comfortable with this topic or not. So after the video, please go and try a few questions. Okay, now if you have certain doubts or any queries, you can send us a mail at support@edurev.in, and for anything else, you can visit the website, which is www.edurev.in. Thank you so much.